Good evening and welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday. That's B in her finest sweatsuit, dancing for you in Philadelphia. The sides of her heads are shaved, and we won't get into anything else. Good evening, everybody. Keys behind me dancing. Gonna be a great show. I'm Chris. I'm live in St. Louis at Midcoast Studio. Full house tonight. It's gonna be a tight show. Let us know how you're feeling in the live chat. It's great to be back. It's Tuesday, everybody. Get your smokest. Let's go. Share the stream. Hi, B.
Let's go hit it for your mama.
Oh, you still going? We're still dancing?
For the mama.
Key's going to be here for the next half hour if you want to CashApp her. Got your dancing shoes on, B. I'm a fan. Look at how smooth. You're in a good mood. Got the weed right. Got the wine chilled. It's Tighten Up Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the show. If you follow B on Instagram at Flat Out Funny, I'm at Insta Denman. What is happening, people? Big show ahead. No feature.
Feature.
Just the star, B-Phlat.
And it's all good. And I totally get my feature. They had anxiety. And I get it. And they were like, oh.
You're going to tell people about it?
Because don't nobody know who it is.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't even be putting it out there until I know they're actually coming on. So they were like, oh, I'm a little nervous. I'm not ready. All my stuff isn't together. I have a lot of anxiety. Can I get a couple weeks? I was like, it's all good. Because I can hold it down. Me and DZ always going to hold it down.
Yeah, we
but
do.
It's always good to have a feature.
Hey, I'm not one for interrupting you, but Logical Abyss in the live chat already enjoyed you at Dania Beach Casino. You were awesome.
Oh,
thank you. I love seeing that.
I had a great ass time in Dania Beach. I really did. I was only supposed to do 30 minutes. I was on stage for 46 minutes. And I looked at my...
Sounds like this podcast.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit. Let me get off the stage. They ain't paying me overtime. But I did have a great time. But nobody flashed me and said, get off stage. So I just kept going. So
that's good.
And then when he flashed me, I saw it. And at that time, it was too late.
Yeah. And for those of you at home that aren't familiar, that's a light. That's not anything.
Yeah, it's a light.
Question from Tracy Howard. Where's Sherri and Kim? Well, on Tuesdays, Tracy, if you're new, B-Phlat is a comedian. She is to my right.
Thank you very much.
She has a show, Tighten Up Tuesday, that is on the TwoFunnyMamas YouTube channel. Stick around. It's DIY. It's comedy. It's a good time.
It's smoking and it's drinking. Don't forget that part.
There's that part too.
That part is very important. That's why it's called Tuesdays.
That's right. Tighten Up Tuesday. Stick around. It's a good time.
Yeah. So welcome again to all of my lovely Picassos. We back here another Tuesday. God is good all the time, Chris. Won't he do it?
He will.
Yeah. Won't he? Won't he? Won't he? Won't he? That's what you're supposed to say twice. Won't he? Won't he?
Won't he? Won't he? Won't he? Won't he? Got it.
And of course, you know me, I'm always excited to be here. I love being right here in this spot every Tuesday that I can. Post it up, letting everybody see my fly Smithsonian basement filled with everything that my Picassos send me. So I just love filling it up, floor to ceiling. Anyway, you know, of course, I got to give a shout out to Daphne. I had a great conversation with her today. Shout out to Lauren, my soror, who gives us this great 3 dope songs on Tighten Up Tuesday. You know, we got
Sounds of Noel. That's right.
The Irks and Work song, and of course, the Tighten Up Tuesday opening song. That is our blockbuster right there. Boom, 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 boom. I love that. That bass is bumping. I'm going to have to learn how to play it. It is. So I have to say thank you to Lauren because I'm feeling my music. I just love how it fits me, and I'm so glad she put a lot of thought into putting these tracks together for this show. So
very
it all
nice.
worked. Yes, Chris.
B, we've got people in the live chat. Couple people surprised they didn't tune into Two Funny Mamas when the new haircut jumped in. I did get my haircut, a little bit of a Superman curl back.
Yeah.
If you missed it, go to the Two Funny Mamas Instagram. There's a highlight, and there's obviously a YouTube video from last week. But Kim Whitley, not happy. But my body temperature, very happy. It's like a small bear came off my head, B. Here we are.
I told you, Chris, I can see your whole neck and shit. It's like, wow, you got shoulders and skin right here. It's like, I just feel like condensed in this area.
Yeah, my head's still large, but you know.
I'm in a daze. I am, because I got to get used to looking at your ass. I'm supposed to be looking at the camera, but I keep looking at the screen because I'm looking at
hilarious.
You. And This new haircut. I like it, but I'm trying to see what it looks like. I can't see the whole thing. I only see the little bang in the front. So is it like short all around, all over, in the back? Okay, I see you. I see you, Chris. They hooked you up.
They did. Shout out to Amy Sen at Union Barbershop. What's up?
We'll see how long you maintain it before you start letting it grow long again.
That's true. Let it go a year. That was the longest it had ever been.
Well, I'm sure you get some comments about your haircut. It was a couple Picassos last week. They saw, I didn't know you got your haircut until, Two Funny Mamas, but I knew you were getting it done. So I didn't want to ruin it last week.
Yeah, didn't want to surprise.
So a lot of people thought that you got your haircut because they requested the man bun. You were mad, and they were like, well, fuck it, if you don't want to get a man, but I'm just get it chopped off. Yep. And I'm like, no, I knew he was getting it cut, but he wouldn't let me say it on the show.
I couldn't be the person with the longest hair on Tighten Up Tuesday anymore. So B, you're back in the saddle.
I'm the bald headed one on Tighten Up Tuesday. So if anybody needs to grow some hair, Key need to give me some of her hair. Shit, all that hair she got.
She's rocking it.
Yes. Well, Chris, I did have a great show in Dania Beach. I really did, and I got a chance.
Happy to hear that.
Proteges. I love these two women because one, Alicia, I helped her get her start, and I remember when Kiana was first starting. Anytime she called me, I would have somebody put her on the show because it's hard for us to work as females. It's not a lot of us, and a lot of men don't have faith that we're funny. So I'll vouch for you if you ain't even funny. I don't even give a damn. I'll be like, they funny. Put them on the show because it's a female.
You're just looking out.
Yeah, I'm always looking out for the ladies. So I just got a chance to. I haven't worked with Kiana since Cayman Islands, and that was like 10 years ago. And then Alicia, the last show I had hers when I had her open for me on my one-woman show, and she sang and beatboxed.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look at you bringing the variety.
If you can do something musical, because my show is a musical. So yeah, that's the last time that we actually worked in totality, like on the road. But I've been to Alicia's spot in Atlanta since, because she has a room down in Decula. But it was good working with them, because like I said, I don't get to see them. And Kiana used to be on Sister Circle. That was
very nice.
Yeah, so that's her claim to fame. And the next photo is my claim to fame, because what? Look at all the Picassos in the house. So the funny thing is you're looking at Delilah and Jeannie and Dr. Kim. Dr. Kim is on the end with the glasses.
Love it.
And going to do her flip next weekend.
Very nice.
And these are helping. So Jeannie's helping and her husband. And then Delilah's helping. So we got like 11 people helping at Dr. Kim's flip. So I'm happy because it's 3 spaces. We need all the help because it's 3 spaces that I'll be working in. And I have to just jump around and make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. So it was so good that they all came to see me, and I got a chance to introduce them to each other because they'll be working together next weekend. So that was really cool. And of course, they brought me some goodies, and I ain't putting nobody's name out there, but of them 3 people brought me some goodies.
Very nice. I'm proud of all of you.
Yeah, so it was so great hanging out with the Picassos. Shout out to Delilah, Jeannie, and Dr. Kim.
What a crew. Picasso's in the house.
Picasso's in the house representing. And then, of course, I have to give a shout out to Verna Hendricks because she's my new historian. She sends me stuff. I have so much DIY stuff. DYK, did you know? histories, just all kind of stuff that she sends me. I'm so glad. So she's my next person in line. So if you hear something every week and it comes from her, you know why? Because she's sending me a lot of stuff, including this next photo. And I'm gonna have to ask Miss Verna about this. It's obviously it's Harriet Tubman mural. I don't know who the gentleman is in the photo. She didn't explain that, but I want to know where this is because it's so amazing. Chris, did you? I just realized that it's like a dope ass 3D painting. And I looked when I was like, damn, he's touching her hand. It looked like she's literally reaching out of the picture.
Larger than life. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna have to ask Ms. Verno where this is. I want to see this in my lifetime because it's really nice. I like that. So I'm actually print that out and add it to my Jane Pittman, Harriet Tubman wall over here.
So you'll be more inspired as you dance.
You got it. You got it. So shout out to her. And of course, Chris, you know, we have 2 more meetings before the we have meetings in between the meetings, but official Picasso meetings the first Wednesday of every month. 2 more meetings before we hit St. Louis. I can't believe in 9 weeks we will be there. Picasso swarming on St. Louis, converging.
It's really 9 weeks away. That's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy. So it's happening. Shit, it's happening. And it's so funny. I've been talking to people every day, all day regarding registration and just jumping on board. And every time I talk to somebody, they're interested in being a part of what we're doing. And they're like, what? Send me the link. I didn't even know that was going on. So that's the great thing about what we're doing. We got a lot of people that didn't even know what the hell we're doing that are interested. But it's going to be a quick, what can I say? A quick registration because, Chris, we are almost at our capacity. And our
that's incredible.
Yeah. And see,
how many people are coming?
Right now, we got 28 people registered. We only got 30 rooms.
Wow.
Exactly. That's 28 basically times 2. Yeah. So I just opened up registration. It was last week. Here we are into the first week. Our hotel is already at capacity. So, of course, you know, we have the overflow hotel. But we're going to get all this together and make sure everybody has a great time, regardless if you're staying at the Marriott Courtyard overflow or if you're staying with us at the On Guard. But, yeah, we're almost at capacity.
I got an answer for you for the Harriet Tubman mural.
Yes, please.
I found it. It is at the, hang on, this is all Googling.
Okay.
Dorchester County Museum, Dorchester County Office of Tourism. So it's in Dorchester County in Maryland, Cambridge, Maryland. And it's a Harriet Tubman Museum. Okay.
Oh, that's like the southern part of Maryland, like the Eastern Shore area. It's not like there's water in between like that part of Maryland, Cambridge. I did a show there. It took me forever to get there because it's like going out to the ocean part of Maryland, not like the land part.
Yeah.
It's called Eastern Shore.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to see that because that's really nice. And Chris, I like how you see that's the DZ in you. I like how you found that.
Looking out for you.
Thank you. I thought maybe somebody threw it in the comments.
They may have. I didn't see it. I Googled that.
Well, that's what's up. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, we have our meeting next Wednesday, and we're pulling it all together. Picassos are coming in. It's just going to be off the chain, Chris. We're prepping for our talent show, the karaoke, all of that. So I've been posting videos. I just sent my other video to Quincy today so he can get it together. We're going to post this TikTok collab that we're doing. It's just a lot going on. And I'm glad that Andy threw this up next because I really want people to start submitting their videos. Put your Picasso shirt on. If you're coming to St. Louis, put your shirt on. Do a little 30-second video. Be like, yo, this is Picasso so-and-so, whoever you are. And meet me in St. Louis. Are you coming? All I want you to do is let people know you're coming to St. Louis. You're a Picasso and make sure you get there. So get your videos in. I want to know who's all coming. That's what this call to action is. So start submitting your videos. If you're building up to the talent show, I'm doing 3 collabs so far. Me, Maddie, Quincy, EMR, Oh, 4. And Shantae. Look, we have a lot going on, and I want everybody to pay attention to the networks, because between Facebook and Instagram, we're posting something every day. They're call to actions.
Wow.
Things that you need to do to get ready for St. Louis. Like, if you're in the talent show, let me see your talent. If you're giving things for the swag bags, you know where to send them. Andy, you can throw the address up. I can talk about this other stuff. Because Cicely is collecting everything that people are submitting for our swag bags. So you can definitely send them to Artsy by Design. What is it? 111 Main Street, P.O. Box 8840, Conway, Arkansas. Leave that up for a second, because I definitely want people to remember, it doesn't have to necessarily be an item. If you just want to send a coupon or your business card or brochure or anything to promote your business to go in our swag bags, do send that. You can send a stack of business cards to the address that is up now. You can send some postcards, because all we're going to do is just divvy this stuff up and fill up our bags. So don't feel bad if you can't donate something. You donating the business card helps us out, because like I said, we're trying to let everybody know what we're about and what we're doing in any shape, form, and fashion. So whatever you want to donate to the Picasso swag bags, please write this address now. And I'm going to tell you, this address is going to be up every week, even up until the day September 5th.
Nothing wrong with that.
Before then, yeah, because we're taking stuff all the way up until, because Cicely's driving, so she's packing it up and bringing it to St. Louis.
Beautiful.
And I just want everybody to just get excited. People are getting excited, and I'm just happy about what we're doing in terms of the posts and just getting people excited about what we're doing in St. Louis. So,
beautiful.
If you want more information, go to the website, BPHLAT.com. You know it's up specifically for the Picassos, for people to register, to sponsor us, to learn more about what we're doing. All of that stuff is on the website, so check us out.
Look at you go.
Thank you, Chris. Look at you go. Look at you bubbling. Do you know who sings that song?
Obviously, that's
Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, there he is.
You listen to Anderson .Paak?
I probably have, but
Okay.
no, I don't sit back and listen to Anderson .Paak, but he has a bunch of collabs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I like him. I got like every song he's ever put out.
Of all time?
Yeah, I got all his music.
Wow. Proud of you.
I like Anderson. And he only got, I think I got 5 albums. All
over it. All over it.
So anyway, Chris.
Ma'am.
I'm still trying to get used to your haircut.
It's fine with me.
It's funny when I look up at the screen, it's like, who is that person on the screen? Because I just got so used to and now when I look up, I have to blink two times and be like, oh, that's Deezy. That's Chris.
I keep saying I graduated from selling dirt weed in the back of a parking lot to coke.
Oh, you look like it. You look like it. Oh, yeah. You stepped your game up. I won't say selling weed in the parking lot. I'm gonna say selling meth at the mall.
Oh, that's what I was before. It wouldn't have been a mall. It would have been It would have been a field next to the Walmart.
Something to that effect. But yeah, you stepped your game up, Chris.
Yep. Thanks.
Has your mom seen your haircut?
Yeah.
She like it.
Yeah.
She probably said, about damn time.
My parents are just super nice, to be honest.
Oh.
They're always like, whatever I do, they're like, hey, go get them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it works out.
Well, of course, I have to always give a shout out to my CashApp battle people.
Oh, that's true.
And Phyllis and Werner and Cheryl and Lavette and Kathy and Laura and Sherri and Candace. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But I really want to make a point that I love that these people are in this battle and that Candace cash apps me all day long now. Miguel, she's trying to catch up with you. I love that. But I really want people to really start thinking and refocus their support for the show in terms of making sure we get to St. Louis, donating to the Picasso things that we have to give. And our support is getting a little low. And I know you people are used to funding projects and they know that these 2 flips have been funded. And yes, they are. But now we have another project. It's the Picassos. We have things to pay for, like our tent. And thank God we have somebody helping to sponsor part of that. But we have a lot of things that we're paying for to get there, like our shirts and the wristbands and some catering and just some things that we need. So definitely support us. You don't have to necessarily cash at me. You can go to the website and look at our levels of support. And if you can't afford those, y'all know what to do. Cash app or watch the ads. All
there
money.
it is.
All the money helps keep the show going, keep us moving. Y'all know what we have to do. So let's jump up our Cash App support, get these Picassos, what we need to get to be there. We got paint supplies to buy, some canvases. We're going to be doing 2 live big paintings.
Oh, that's
we have
exciting.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, because we're raffling one away, and then we're donating the other one to the summer camp, so they can put it up in their administrative building out there in Kirkwood. But yeah, definitely donate to the Picasso things that we need. So I really appreciate it. And I definitely love that Phyllis does that. She donates every week to help pay for the website. And I appreciate that. And Kiki definitely loves the support. So yeah, we're really trying to make things happen on a big scale in St. Louis. And we appreciate all the love and support. Thank you, Picassos. That's all I wanted to do, my little PSA announcement.
It's very nice.
Before I do my Cash App dance, my Cash App. I got to do my dance, Chris.
It's a fine dance, all of them.
Yeah, Sherri started it. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. As long as my knees is popping, I'm going to be doing these Cash App dances.
Don't ever stop, B. If you want to see B dance and keep the show going, $sign B-Phlat is how you do that. You can do a little of that. She's got the favorites. She's got the hits. She'll play them. All you got to do is Cash App, leave a little note, put in a request, keep the show moving. Oh, my. Oh, that's a little bit of a hot spot. Now spray on the Lady Stetson. There it is, the baby wipe to Lady Stetson pipeline. Oh, perfect.
I don't know if I'll ever get enough for cutting up. Oh, goodness gracious. That made me sweat. And it ain't a hot flash. That's just from jumping around.
That's just moving.
I know that's right. And guess what? Speaking of hot flash rags, I had a great conversation with John. The new rags. I looked on the website. He said he was going to put them up today, but I know they'll be up tomorrow. The new black one with the red writing. The flash rags are back in business. So people can order them. And I do want the ladies to know John is getting your flash rags out, the ones that are getting refunded, by the end of the week. He definitely told me to make that announcement. So the 9 people that's getting a new pack of flash rags, hopefully we'll have them by the early part of next week. So
beautiful.
That's a good thing. And I'm looking forward to that. And all of the Picasso shirts are back up on the By Jack website. So make sure you have all of the shirts, or at least enough to wear in St. Louis for the 3 days that we are there kicking it. I'm going to be there for 4 days. A couple other people are coming in for 4 days, so you might need 4 shirts. They all back up on buyjack.com/B-Phlat. Get your Picasso shirt. Make sure you're representing. And get you some flash rags because it's going to be hot in St. Louis.
It will be. It will. Yes, yeah, it'll be flash rag weather.
We're going to be outside from 12 noon to 11 p.m. unless you go to your room and take a nap. But for the most part, you're going to need your flash rags and your Picasso shirts. So make sure you get them. If you didn't get them and didn't get all of them, they are back. All 4 of them are back. Yes. So there we have it. Speaking of flash rags, let me show my photo. I told you how I love Chris, how the Picasso. I don't know how they be meeting up.
Oh, my goodness.
But now we got Quincy, Mark, and Makisha hanging out at the baseball.
I was nervous. For half a second, I thought Mark got a broken arm. I was like, he was defending Lunell's honor. Okay. Gotcha. Now what'd you say? You said that's at the baseball game? That's a lie. I know exactly. That's in the Central West End. I can tell by the drunken fish in the window.
A baseball game earlier or something like that. I read something.
Not one of them wearing red. I don't think so. I'm not buying it.
I forgot where they told me they were coming from.
They just ate sushi at what's the sushi place?
You're right. I'm getting it mixed up with Mark was at the baseball game with Alicia. They all went somewhere, but I'm glad that the Picassos are meeting up. Look at that. That is the point of us being a nation. Instead of just being in the chat, get out, meet each other, and hang out. So shout out to Keisha, Quincy, and Mark, all hanging out in the loo.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. The nation coming together. All right, let me just have this little flash.
I didn't mean to call you out on the geographics there.
I was tripping because, Mark sends me pictures every week. And
Drunken Fish is what they're outside of. Oh, he was at Kingside Diner. Okay, yeah, across from the World Chess Hall of Fame. Andy does some filming over there probably. Makisha, Mayor Quincy in the picture with the great MM as well. Clarence says they're looking good. Oh, MM says he had on red underwear. Okay. Perfect.
He a mess. He is a damn mess.
And your guest from was it last week? Elevate the Good. In the house. Carla. Mm-hmm. Big fan of Carla. She was great.
I know everybody keeps saying how much they enjoyed her on the show. People keep saying we need to bring Carla back, Nia, and Arvin. And they're like, oh, please bring them back on the show. They were funny. It was the best show. And Arvin was on. I get so many requests for Arvin. I think people have a crush on Arvin.
Arvin. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he was wonderful. He was great.
Yes, he was. It was a great show. So
remember that weird episode you did with Chad? Tyrese from The Walking Dead? I thought you were on drugs.
Don't be my friend. Chad a piece of work.
Chad, I interviewed Chad once, and I sat there and had the best conversation with him. He gets on here with you. You guys went to another dimension. That was the funniest.
To another dimension.
It was wild.
I don't know which was weirder, him or Pierre on the show.
Pierre was just being silly.
An ass.
Yeah.
He was being what?
An ass. But he was being. But you guys are friends.
We are friends. We're good friends, but we're like brothers and sisters that antagonize each other.
I saw him and Lunel. I saw Yamanika and Pierre were on the same show in Atlanta this week because Yamanika's going to Atlanta. I was like, I don't know about that one. They may get into it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm thinking backstage might be hot.
Yeah, I think you about right.
Yeah,
that's a lot of energy right there.
It is. I was like, that might be good.
All right, let me jump on into my DYK.
Beautiful.
For those of you that are just joining us and may not know about this section, this is where we shout out an African American who has made an amazing contribution to the society as a first or as an inventor or as something that, we can take and learn from. So I'm shouting out, this is my last day in the month of June for Black Music Month. So this is my last DYK featuring a person in the music era. And his name is George Walker. He's an African-American composer. George Walker from Washington, D.C. is the first African-American composer to win a Pulitzer Prize for music. He composed nearly 100 pieces in forms ranging from solo piano pieces and songs to concertos and symphonies, and has also been a respected music professor and a pianist. He just passed away in 2018. And the funny thing is, Marion Barry declared Walker's 75th birthday, which was in June 1997, official George Walker Day. And he was also inducted into the American Classical Music Hall of Fame in 2000. So shout out. And I think that's very interesting because you don't really get to hear about a lot of Black people into classical music. They write symphonies and concertos and all that great stuff. So shout out to Mr. Walker. I appreciate that. And he just recently passed. That's some good information to know. So if anybody,
you never mess with those.
Yeah, look him up. He has a lot of great information, a lot of firsts and things that he's done in that realm of symphonies and stuff we don't even participate in. I've only been to an opera one time in my life, Chris. Have you ever been to an opera?
I don't think I could say that. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe I was invited and I kind of turned it down. I would respect it and I think it's fine, but I have zero motivation to go. if somebody that I really cared about wanted to go, there you go. I'll go for that. But I don't have a want.
We went on the class trip and it was really great. We went to Chicago.
Mm.
But it was interesting because I love music. And I love bands.
Oh, I could respect it for sure.
Yeah, I definitely respect it. But it's like, and I'm not paying my money to go see no shit.
Oh,
and you got to dress up and wash up. So
and more than you got to do a double hotspot. Yeah,
exactly. I ain't thinking about going to no opera.
Shout out to Joy and Heaven Sent in the live chat. Veronica's in the live chat.
Yeah. Shout out to Joy and Angel. They actually sent me
Cicely,
really cool...
Tanya.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm loving to hear all these names of the people that I'm talking to daily.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because we have to get this stuff together for St. Louis. So most of these people are Picasso committee members. And Joy and Angel did a really cute T-shirt for Day Oneer Picassos. I think they're getting it because they're selling a lot of shirts and things like that at the, they're vending. So I have to look over it. She sent me I didn't really get a chance to see the whole thing. I just kind of peeked at it. But I'm going to hit her up tomorrow and chat with her about the things that they're doing and bringing to St. Louis. But I think we're going to have some Day Oneer Picasso shirts.
Well, everybody's a Day Oneer.
Yeah, everybody's a Day Oneer, so they're cute. They have like little rhinestones on them. Well, shout out to Joy and Angel. They always making stuff. They're creative. I like that about them. They forever making some shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're trying to get some money. So, well, let me go ahead. Did you want to say anything else, Chris?
Shout out. We got a few shout outs. Okay. We've got a bunch. Sharisa, my birthday's Saturday, partying all week in the month of July. Okay. What's the sign for July?
Cancer.
It looks like a 6-9 sideways. It looks like a 6 and a 9 sideways in the house. Like this. It's like
I don't know. I thought it was a Cancer. But I could be wrong. Don't ask me, Chris. I don't know shit about no signs. I'm horrible with I still get my husband's sign mixed up. It's terrible.
I got it. It's a tight show, B. Moving along.
We are moving along. Let me go ahead and jump into my... Chris, I'm guaranteeing you, this is going to be a tight hour show. Because one, I'm getting up early to do my jewelry duty.
You know what? I woke up... What kind of you can't talk about the case, can you? Don't talk about the case.
No, first of all, I never get picked. I ain't even gonna handle case. I can guarantee you that. They never pick me.
Catch a case.
Down there. I can't catch a case down there because I'll be so angry sitting there all day from 8 to 3:30. And then they be like, all right, you can go home and don't forget to pick up your $9 check. We want to say, kiss my ass. They don't even pay for parking or nothing. So I'm not happy about it, but I got to go and do my civic duty and get it out the way. So
you're such a good civic participant.
$40 to park, and they only giving me $9. Exactly. I'm jumping right on the subway for $2 in the transfer. So there you have it. All right, I'm jumping into my fruit flip.
Please do.
I am. Let me see what you got going, Andy. Well, we got Daphne's flip coming up.
Hey, Karen Hunter.
But we have Dr. Kim's flip coming up next week. I'm so excited. She is
Dr. Kim, I don't know personally, but seems like a hell of a person to do a flip with. I'm excited for all of you.
Great spirit. I love her energy. I love chatting with her. She's so down to earth. And most people think like when you're a doctor, you have that title, you're just like super bougie and, a scholar and shit. Kim is regular.
And shit.
Yeah, that's what I love.
Of course, and shit. Yeah.
She's regular. She's like, shit, I'm regular. She's a therapist. She's psycho.
So this is a wellness trip for you as well.
All trips are wellness trips for me, Chris.
You have an appointment with a good doctor?
Appointment to be smoking right out in the driveway.
She gonna sign some paperwork to get you that check?
I don't know. She probably could sign off on me to get a check.
I'm thinking so.
I think I can get me a state check. Kim, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
So Daphne flips on the 21st. And Kim's flip is next week. It starts on the 8th, but I'm leaving on the 7th. Get in and do what I got to do, my due diligence, and I am excited about doing this indoor-outdoor space. I gotta have a challenge.
Keep the gators out.
In all kind of spaces. Chris, quit talking about the damn gators.
I can get you if you don't pay attention. Sorry, green animals. Those are the lizards down there.
Oh yeah, now that's the stuff that I worry about because I don't like them little geckos.
Oh, those are nothing.
Yeah, but they move so fast and they just move around your feet. I don't like shit like that. How would
you say they moved? Like if you were to, how would they move around?
Like this, they do shit like that quickly. I don't like that, and it makes you jump like that. You be like, what the fuck?
They are. They'll be.
Yes, and they move quickly, and I don't like shit like that. Then you don't know where it went.
It's tough.
Yeah, it could go up your pants leg or some shit like that. And
you don't want that.
Yeah, so don't jinx me, Chris, because I feel like you keep talking that shit, and then something's gonna happen while we're down there. I was in Florida, in Orlando. I ain't had no problems with no lizards.
I'm making.
We're on the 3rd floor, and Kim is on the grass with a lake behind her. Who knows? Oh, shut up! I don't want to think about it. Go and throw my pictures up, Doctor. That's funny, Dr. Karen Hunter. She is a doctor. She's sponsoring this Phlip for Kim.
Very nice.
In Lake Worth, Florida. So I always got to give a shout out to Karen Hunter and keep her abreast of what we're doing. She'll get to see the whole, she's going to log in and see what we're doing. I said, what do you mean you're going to log in? Well, wherever you're going to be doing it. I said, we're just going to be live on Instagram. You can watch us. And then the dude's taping it. She's like, yeah, I'm going to log in and watch. I think she thought we were going to be doing it like on Tighten Up Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, no, Karen. We'll be live in Florida at her spot on Instagram and Facebook. And you can watch what we're doing until, we're done taping. And get all the footage and stuff like that. So anyway, the next photos. I'm going through this and explaining different things. Because first I want people to see this is the layout of her patio. It's an L-shaped indoor-outdoor patio. So I wanted people to see the actual shape of this space that I'm working with. So that top portion is where she and her spouse share a space. He's like a cigar smoker, card player. So she wants to separate the area where he can have his end, and on her end, she can kind of kick back and lounge and have a drink. And that little area that is blank is where we're going to have all the setup. For example, like their grill is on that wall. I'm moving the refrigerator over there and just kind of stage that as more like a prep area for everything that they do outside. So the next photo shows that area that will definitely be cleaned out. After talking to Kim, she's like, oh, I got people coming. We're cleaning out everything. We're wiping and washing all the blinds. I'm sorry, all of the window frames and everything, just getting all the dust off them so they can be ready to paint. Because I don't have time to get there and clean all that stuff. So she says she got that under control. They're going to be cleaning everything. It'll be a blank space. And she might even have somebody come in and just do a paint. I think she's going to do a white coat of paint or something to that effect. And then we're going to come in. But I'll see when I get there the day before. But this is the area that I'm turning into like her prep station. So the next photo kind of shows how I'm going to set up that little area. I'm taking some slats from some chairs that she has, some dresser drawers, and building frames and using them for shelves to put on the wall so that she can put plates and stuff up there, hang. Of course, I'm going to put some teacup screws in the wood so she can hang cups.
You have to.
Yeah, different things for the barbecue grill, the utensils and stuff like that. The microwave is out there. So I want to make sure I have, some space for the things that she needs for the outdoor cooking and prepping. So I figure there'll be drinking. We're going to need some, party wear stuff, indoor, outdoor. So I want that area to just be a clean walkway, just like if you were to walk through a kitchen, a galley kitchen, and everything is on one side, and you can just, have a clean walkway when you come. She has so many entrances to those two spaces. But any way you enter, it has to be a clean walkway because it's so narrow. So that's why I want to make sure I put everything on one wall. And the next photo shows I think it's the atrium. Yeah. So Kim was concerned about that table because we are reusing it. I'm actually going to cut the legs off to see if once I see how rotted the wood is. I know the tabletop is warped, but she has so much wood and so many different things I'm going to use. I was telling her, because she was going to go buy another round. And I was like, you better not go buy no another table round. That's the whole point of me coming in. We're going to use the stuff you have. So I'm going to show you towards the end the different things that I'm going to use to punch up that table.
Nice.
Yeah, the next photo just kind of shows where we're going with this. We're draping fabric over extension rods so that she can have like an awning. We're putting palettes on the wall, painting them like a nice shade of lilac purple, and mounting the fleur de lis water. It's like a waterfall little thing that we're gonna have to mount up. So it's a lot of things I just have to make sure or work, because I think that thing has to be plugged up, and I don't want the cord coming down behind the, behind the back of the
bed. You want it out of the view. Out of view.
So if it is, then I'm gonna have to paint it yellow. You see what I'm saying? I don't want the black cord hanging down. I'm just one of those people that's really funky about wires and how things look and just how you organize stuff. I like a clean, sleek look. That's why when we were in Taina's, we painted things. We painted the things that were in the wall to make everything kind of look like it was faded into the wall. I was like, we don't want to be looking at like white things sticking out like electric plates. That's why we painted them orange on that orange wall in Taina's house, because it just looked weird on her art wall to see the two white electric plates. So we painted them orange. So that's what I'm saying. I may have to do that with whatever cord hangs down. If it's black and it looks tacky, then I'm going to paint it so it matches the wall and it just looks like it's floating.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And the next photo that's the fire pit that I'm working with, that I want to make sure I put in the middle, because it definitely can't be up against no walls. And I want to make sure I have enough space to just kind of sit it there. So if you are gathered around it, or even if you're just sitting on that bench, you can still feel the heat. So I'm really trying to work with that. I don't know how yet, but I'll see when I get there. But I feel like we're going to have to paint it with like a metal, they have like the fireproof paint. So I think we're going to have to do that.
Oh,
it's
nice.
A couple things. Yeah, they got all kind of stuff. So I'm going to make sure we get a couple cans of that. So, it's all planned out because we just have these 2 days. So I have to make sure everything is prepped and ready to go on Saturday. So that Sunday, all we do is decorate and pull it together. So, and with all the help that she has, this is going to be a good, easy project, because we don't really have to do a lot of painting. We have to do more decorating and a lot of sawing, a lot of woodwork, but it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Okay. Soul Smoka is suggesting fly traps for the patio where you grill.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Let me write that down. You probably will need some kind of bug catchers. Bug catchers.
And not Dennis.
Whatever. Fly traps.
That should be your nickname, Bug Catcher.
Bug catcher. All right. Yeah, so the next photo, I think, are just some inspirations. If people don't know, I'm using these blue suitcases that she has. I'm going to put hairpin legs on the bottom of them and make them into stools. And we're going to be cutting up a big foam mattress to really stuff the 2 suitcases. So that's out in the atrium. And I'm building those same little planters out of the concrete slabs that I did for Miss Myrna's with her bench. I'm going to put 4 or 5 of them out there. But I'll eye all that out once I get there. But I'm looking forward to this space. It's going to be so cute and cool.
Look at you.
I'm hoping it looks like my drawings. So the next, that's always a challenge. Yeah, these are my inspirations. Like this suitcase, I have to take the wheels off. So it's like little things like that. I'm going to have people doing things like that, taking wheels off, opening it, cleaning out pulling out the lining, just whatever we have to do to get these things prepped, drilling holes in them so that, we can put the hairpin legs on them and make some nice, sturdy, firm, outdoor seating. And these will work perfect because they're plastic. It's like that PVC stuff. So we don't have to worry about them weathering. And if she wants, she can always close it if she don't want the cushions on the inside to get wet. So that's a great thing about using these suitcases as cushions as seating, more or less.
Like
Next photo.
Yeah.
That's the water fountain. I guess it's a fountain. It's just like a recycling, generating water thing, like for feng shui, so that you can hear the water and the sound. So we're definitely hanging that, and it is heavy. So I'm glad that she has some experts in this line of work that will be there to help me, because I've never had to mount anything like that on the wall. It is heavy, and I'm working outdoors with concrete. So I want to make sure we're not, putting the wrong holes and putting big holes in her outdoor foundation. So that's why I'm so glad she has some experts, because otherwise I wouldn't be putting that up if I had to do it by myself, because I don't want to be blasting her concrete and messing it up.
Absolutely.
That's not in my contract. So
Dr. Kim is logged in, loves it. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's excited. MM is threatening to move in. He likes it so much. Pack 93 says add mosquito lamps. Always good.
Mosquito lamps.
Yeah. Heaven Sent says it's a cool idea. And everybody's just having a good time. That's what's happening. Keeping it moving in the live chat.
Yeah, and keeping it moving in the photos. So now she didn't even know she had this table. It was funny because I was like, Kim, you have another base that I might look at that may already be the right height. And she was like, what? I don't even remember that. So I told her I was going to show her this. You have it in your house, and I may use that and take the top off and use that outdoors. But I have to, get a better look at it when I get there. Same way with the next photo is the wood that I want to use for the tabletop outdoors, since we're not going to use the round because it is warped. But yeah, she has so much stuff that I can work with. So that's what the whole purpose. I don't want her going to buy nothing until the only thing we got to buy really are rugs, like some area rugs, a couple indoor, and that's about it for the most part.
Those aren't bad. Yeah.
Some paint. Yeah, we're going to be on a great budget, and we don't really have to get a lot because she has everything.
Now,
we just have to do a lot. Yes.
I love that. Everybody's a big fan of your ideas, and I know you're going to be surprised. Kathy Lafer has a sweet thing to say. I love your drawings. They always look like the final outcome.
Thank you, Kathy. And I love Kathy.
Kathy's usually so adversarial in the comments. I'm surprised.
Is she? I can't believe.
No, my God.
I know
God. No. She's the nicest. Are you kidding me?
How about that? I can't see that being Kathy.
Irina in the house. Yeah. Everybody's having fun.
I definitely want to show how I boxed up my painting and Cicely's painting. So I've been saving boxes. Every time somebody sends me something or anything, I've been saving the boxes because, like I said, this is a frugal way to do everything. I built the frame to go around that, and it only cost like $6, I think, to buy the strips of wood. And then me shipping it out of here, I waited. It's probably going to cost like $48. Mm-hmm. But I already had the boxes. So these photos show how I just kind of laid these boxes out on the other side here in my ladies layer and cut them to fit my painting. And I use a lot of the recycling materials, and I'll explain that once Anthony throws the pictures up. Oh, this is Carla's thing first. Okay, thank you, Andy. Thank you. Carla sent me a nice thank you card. I do want to highlight her. If people don't know, Carla Palmer is our sponsor from Elevate the Good, and I sent her a really nice thank you card because I'm just so excited and thrilled at all that she's doing for us and in terms of helping to bring the Picassos to St. Louis and filling up our swag bags. So Carla, she's amazing. She was on last week, and she does these pantries, which they put all around Atlanta. So the next photo actually shows how people donate cabinets to her. And she actually, this is in its rough. She built the frame around it, and they paint them, and they put the stuff in them, and they set them around different spots in Atlanta. So these were all cabinets that are donated to her that she's making for pantries. So the next photo shows how she painted it and set it up. And this is in front of a mechanic's shop. And she gets the donations for Elevate the Good Pantry, and people can just come.
Where is this?
In Atlanta, and they're all over.
So she helps Atlanta more than St. Louis. That's all I heard.
She lives in Atlanta, and she, but now
I thought she came to St. Louis.
she's still there, taking care of her
Sorry,
mom.
I'm being a pain. I'm being a pain. I'm trying to make this a negative thing. Go, please tell us more about it.
I think
I apologize.
She reached out and people give her the donations, and then like there's a number on the outside that you can call if it gets low. You call and they come out and replenish things. But there are different pantries. Like one is a book pantry. She has a mentor that does like arts and crafts. As a young girl, she has one in her yard. So she gets the cabinets, she decorates them, paints them, and then other people, whatever it is that they want to do to elevate the good and whatever they want to put in there, be it food or, or just snacks or waters or masks or whatever, people take the cabinets and do what they want with them in that capacity, but it's still an elevate the good project, because you can put whatever you want, but you're still you get it, Chris. You can put whatever you want in those pantries. Like the mechanic dude that has this one, this is what he has in his. Mm-hmm. Right? Him and a teacher sponsored this one. So the next photo shows how, what's in there, how you can get a bag off the side and go in there, get what you need out of it. And it's sponsored by the teacher. I can't read all of that, but it's in front of a mechanic shop. So they pick a spot, as long as it's free, they don't have to pay no money for it to be there. And the person can say yes or no, yay or nay, in terms of the pantry being there. But for the most part, they're on a corner or in somebody's yard or backyard, or in a place where people can access them freely and get the things out that they need. And I love that she's doing this all over Atlanta. Yep. And people donate the cabinets to her. So I think that's kind of dope. So that's shout awesome. Out to Elevate the Good. It is awesome that she's doing that.
Just wish St. Louis could, get somebody to care about them too.
So I forgot I had, Carla sent me those the other day, and I was like, I definitely want to show people that you're doing that. And it's a DIY project.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So shout out to her. So the next thing is my St. Clair project. Thank you, Andy, for staying on track. I just took some cardboard boxes that I had, threw them on the floor, of course, laid them out and cut them so that they could fit this painting. Because I was not going to buy no $108 cardboard box. And that's how much it cost at the post office. I was like, nah, I think I can just make me one. So that's what I did. So the next photo shows how I just opened up that box and just start cutting it and measuring it with my T-square and drawing out. It's a thing that I had to eye out, Chris, because I know I had to allow enough space for the edges to fold up, for me to cut it, and then lay the top part on it and pack it tight enough so it don't be moving around.
Those high schoolers are going to love that painting.
They're in elementary school.
Well, they were when you were commissioned to do it.
Shut up, Chris. The next photo shows how I made the little fold. So you see me with the tape and folded up the box. I scored it with my X-Acto knife, aka utility knife, just so I could bend up the edges so that it could fit. And then the next photo shows how I used Irina's. When Irina sent me the wine, it came with that white stuff. The wine bottles was wrapped in that white. I don't know what it is.
Like packing, some sort of packing.
It's like fabric type of. It's really cool, but I was like, this is great for my painting. So I definitely put the shit on there. Thank you, Irina. And that's what the next photo shows, how I laid that stuff out. My bottles of wine came wrapped in that. That's a new way to pack wine. And it was perfect, along with the bubble wrapping around the sides. And then all I did was cut the top to put right over it. And then taped it all together. So now it's actually leaning up against the wall over here by the door. I just got to get it out of here. I'm taking it this weekend to UPS so it can get shipped to St. Clair, Missouri. And the last photo shows Cicely's painting on the floor, getting ready to get shipped out of here. So, and I got one more painting to go after that, and that's Miguel's painting that I'm getting ready to start working on, and it's going to get shipped out of here. I want everything done and out of here before I go to St. Louis. So,
look at you. You're on top of things, B. I love it.
I'm trying to be on top of it. So, after I show my last photos, I only got one photo show, and then we done, Chris. This is a tight show.
It's a tight show.
Yes, I want to show people's Movita's basement. This is where it was cat central, and I did my best to clean it up.
You were we all laugh and everything, and I hope people know that I'm joking. I know Elevate the Good knows I'm joking. Carla knows I'm messing around about the food pantries and everything. But what you did for your friend's family and your friend's name and her son and everything, like, B, I know that's just who you are, but gosh, that was really kind of you.
Thank you, Chris. And then, I'm still not done with that project, because in August we'll be in there painting the whole house so that he can get it, ready to sell or rent. And he's still debating on which one he'll do, but it has to be ready for either or. So this basement, it was one of those get the shovel out and scrape. Yeah, I had to do all of that.
Tough. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough, but you know what? It's the Lord's work and it had to be done. So I did.
It's amazing what you can do when you're just like, who else is going to do it?
Who else is going to do it? Exactly. And you know how I feel about cats. So, but I went in and I did what I had to do, and I ain't worried about it. So these pictures just kind of show how it was a mess, but I just kind of did the best that I do to try to clean it up, because it was more dusty and cat hair than anything. So I'll just have Andy show those quick 6 pictures. But yeah, I got to really get this basement together in August. I don't know what I'm going to do down there yet.
It's tough. I remember being a little kid, and because I was the first grandkid, I remember cleaning out a great aunt's. I say aunt, but I'll say aunt since I'm on this show. Great, so I don't get made fun of. A great aunt's house, and there was some cat issues, and so a little bit of light hoarding, nothing like what you're dealing with. And I just remember just sweating and being 7 years old, moving stuff and helping out. And then I remember cleaning out another relative's place, and they smoked inside it, and that was the first time I'd ever seen that. There was tar caked on it. And you have to clean it for you don't want to leave. You're kind of doing it to almost like to the. It's kind of what would you say? You're kind of doing it in their honor, right? You're like, I don't want people to know they were living like this,
It's funny, Chris. It's funny. I didn't even think about that. I am doing it in her honor, but everybody knows she had cats. But funny thing is, because we never really been over there. So this, like I told you, I've been knowing her almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've only been, I can count because I'm not a cat person. So to be there and be in this space and be like, oh, now I know why I never come over here, because of these cats. But everybody to each his own. I love people that love animals. They have to be taken care of.
Sure.
I'm just not that person. I'm not having them in my house. So the next photo, this is after I had scraped up the floor with the thing. I just had to, and I did like a dry mop just to kind of get the smell out. Like I said, I had OxyClean all around the baseboards, kind of just soaking up some of the stuff all around the floor, especially on the other side closest to the back door, because that's where the foundation is loose. And then after it kind of, absorb the smell, I was able to really clean it up and just kind of get all of this mess up. So the next photo shows there's this closet. I don't know what I'm going to do with this in August, but I'm going to do something with it. But right now I just cleaned it out and stored everything in there. So when Buddha came home, I was like, the brooms, everything, old books, anything that was left over that I think you need to go through, suitcases is in this space. So that's what the next photo shows, is just how I just stacked up the things that I was using, brooms, mops, ladder, all that stuff, and just kind of put it in there, hammers, just so when he comes in, there was a whole bunch of extension cords all around the house. I was like, I'm putting all this stuff down here, and Buddha will know where everything is, because it's really, nothing left in the house that he would need to use. It's just that this is the last of his mom's stuff, more or less, books and stuff. Everything else is really gone. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, everything is gone except for furniture. Yep. So, and the last picture, this was the part that was killing me trying to clean that up. Andy lightened this picture up the best he could. But this was like where the cats lived under there. All up under there was dust and like fur, and I had to get the shovel and was just kind of like, but I did it. I had my mask on, my music playing, and smoking. I was like, fuck it. I'm smoking. It's going to get done. So I did the best I could do. That's my stuff going outside. I was packing up, loading up the car, but it's a much better space. I mean, it is a much cleaner.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's so much better. So I'm telling people, if you have any kind of odor you want to get rid of, definitely use OxyClean. Even on like a spot on the carpet, or it's great for that, just kind of letting it sit in. I don't rub it in, like let it soak up stuff. That and baking soda. It's OxyClean is the bomb. So
very nice. Great work, B.
I'm done with that. And I'm not announcing who our feature is next week. I'm letting people just be surprised because I don't want to have another anxiety attack person. You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna be Amber and Carla, both of them.
You're funny. Anyway, so yeah, we have I'm hoping everything works out for next week for our feature. So we'll, like I said, I'm gonna stop saying who coming and posting shit until the day of, and let it be a surprise, because then I know for sure that they're in there like a booty hair.
Oh boy.
Well, Chris, I told you this was gonna be a tight ass show.
It's 9:02 Central Standard Time.
And I got a Irks and Works for you, one Ask Chris Deezy, and one flyer.
Wow.
I got a show August 5th.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't doing shit in July. I have all these flips to do. I'm busy in July. So, well, if you're ready for your Irks and Works,
let's hit it. Let's irk it and work it.
And then we can do the Ask Chris Deezy. All right, this is a funny one. Let me go on and give a shout out real quick to Ruth and Cheryl. I'm feeling Cheryl. You know who Cheryl is? Cheryl Phlat. That's the one that had the sign that said I'm a super fan.
Oh, great. That's so nice.
Yeah,
supper fan.
So, she changed it, Chris. It says
you're the one who called it out.
Well, I did read it and it was wrong. I'm sorry that I know how to read. Sorry, Cheryl. Her email was so funny. Anyway, this is my irk. This is my own personal irks and works. I'm irked by people who dress alike, families, for no reason.
just stomping on people's joy. Go ahead.
Well, you know why? Because I saw one of my friends at the grocery store and the whole family. I was like, where y'all going? Y'all wouldn't have got the family picture taken? And they were like, no, we just all out shopping. And do you all got a fucking dress alike to go grocery shopping? I was like, no, this is bullshit. I thought they were coming from like a family portrait or on their way to go get a picture taken. It's no reason for no whole motherfucking family to be dressing alike just to go to the grocery store. You know,
the father as well?
I ain't even about to say their name because I know they watching the show. I don't even give a damn. I was like, no, they don't have everybody matching. Everybody was matching. The two kids, the mama and the daddy.
Makes me so happy.
And I thought they were coming from Sears with the family portrait or Mills or some shit.
Right.
She said, well, no, we shopping, we family. And I was like, oh my God. Two of y'all need to stay y'all ass in the car. I would have been like, Mama, let me sit in the car.
Turn that shirt inside out. Turn it out.
That is the works. I feel sorry for the son that's like 13 and the other one was 7. The 7-year-old, they don't give a damn.
Scarred for life. It'll get them young.
Oh, the 13-year-old, he probably was like, can I stay in the car? Him and the daddy probably was like, we want to stay in the car. I was like, yeah, so I'm over that. I don't see a reason for the whole family to be dressing alike unless you're going to take a picture.
All right.
Is any other reason, Chris?
Do the same people that make their families do that make you, oh no, you probably do this, sit on the same side as your significant other or date when you go out to eat?
That is so corny and tacky.
And uncomfortable. I can't talk like this.
I know, that's right. That's tacky. Yeah.
Okay. That's the same person, right?
In the comments, it is the same person. It's probably somebody in the comments that's a person like that. That's one of them family people. They dress alike. They make the kids and the mom, everybody dress alike. I have a sorority sister like that, and I'll be like, oh, she corny.
And see, I'll accept it if it's an event. If it's an event, right?
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. I said, "Oh, y'all." I thought they were doing a family picture, and maybe they had to.
If there's a reason.
Family reunion. Everybody got a family shirt on, but they were all dressed with the little red shirt on. It was cute. But I'm like, everybody got the same shit on. That's what made me think they were having a family picture taken or just coming from that. And they was like, no, we just out shopping, doing family stuff. And I was like, who got up and picked this shit out? She was like, she get up and lay everybody clothes out and shit to match what she want to wear. And I was like, hell no. Hell no. I feel sorry for everybody in their family.
That's
got
hilarious.
dressed like her ass. Yeah. So the work is somebody's
You're turning that shirt inside out.
Yeah, if y'all gotta go to the grocery store, 2 people be in the bread aisle and the other 2 people be
That's right. We'll
be
meet
over in the section. We don't need to see our ass all together. Yeah, because it's too confusing. So there you have it. You ready for you ready, Chris? Oh, I don't even know if you're gonna get this ass, Chris.
It's a tight show. It's an Ask Chris Deasy. What do we got?
B squared. You know this thing is B squared. And while I'm jumping up and dancing for Ruth and Cheryl and Michelle, I feel like a rider when I do like
Look
this.
at you. Look at that. Somebody did her yoga this morning. She's getting pumped for jury duty tomorrow. She's got the mixer going. She's ready. Nobody can dance like her, dress like her, or sit next to her on the same side of the seat at the restaurant. That's right.
Chris.
It's Ask Chris Deasy.
Testing your deasiness. It came in from B squared.
Okay. Got a couple in the live chat. What do we got?
Won an Emmy for narrating the National Parks film documentary.
One more time.
Which president won an Emmy for narrating the National Parks film documentary?
Barack Obama.
Oh, shit. You got it, Chris. I'm glad you knew that because I ain't know that.
I mean, it's your show.
Right.
He got into Hollywood type stuff after he left office. Started a production company, maybe. Remember when he did a podcast with Bruce Springsteen for like a week?
No.
He did.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Obama. Yeah.
Well, damn, Chris, you got that. You hit it on the money.
That's right. Don't test me. That's right.
We won't. And I'm gonna put this one in for the books. Chris got it right. I had to put that on the paper. I had to write it on the paper.
Put it in the scrapbook. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Well, look, I got my one show for August 5th here in Philadelphia.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, please, because I can't see it on my blurry screen.
You sure can, but it's comedy at the Calabash. B-Phlat, Lawrence Owens, featuring Malcolm Hill, Chocolate Shy. Also a birthday bash for Cebu. That's exciting. That's August 5th. Doors at 6. Show at 7.
Sabu.
My mistake. Sabu. $30 advance. And you know what? You know where you get these tickets? Hair Chemistry, 527 North 60th Street. Tables reserved. Purchasing tickets. And if you want to call Ward, excuse me, I didn't mean to say it. If you want to call Ward, it's 267. That's the area code, 324-1504. Sabu also available. 267-206-1934. And don't forget, you can go buy Hair Chemistry on 527 North 60th Street. Don't get it confused with South. 527 North 60th Street. And that is in Philadelphia at Hair Chemistry. Go pick them up. Roll in. Have a good time with the tickets from Hair Chemistry. And maybe get a new do while you're there. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. You know you wanted to laugh at that time.
It's my favorite.
Don't get it out. Chris, you're not used to the black fire. These are the urban flyers. You're not used to the urban flyers. That's how they do it. That's how we do it, Chris.
You should see me in meetings, in these type of meetings, where I'm like, I think this flyer is good. And then it's like, no, let's add this. And I'm like,
That's a lot of stuff on the flyer. But that's how we do it. It's crazy. That's how we do it. It's like
it works.
Get all the information on there. So
that's right.
It works. Yes. Well, look at another tight one for the books. We are on
that's
episode
right.
91. Next week is 92.
Keep it pushing.
8 weeks away from the 100th. I
It's
can't.
coming
believe
quick.
it.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it. I can with all the work that I do daily on it and everybody that I talk to daily about it. But it's like coming up so fast. But I feel like we're super organized and everything is falling into place, so I'm not stressed.
You really are. I'm proud of you.
It's daily work that we have to get it done. And then once it's all over and we get there and kick it, it's like water under the bridge.
Keeping it pushing.
Yeah, we keeping it pushing. We keeping it flowing.
That's right.
Like a river, not a period. We keeping it flowing.
Charnice, happy with me for holding on to my black card for another week. And Launer loves you, B.
Thank you.
Joy, Shania, MM, everybody. Baby Ruth Candy, 85, Missy Shoe. And you know what? I saw this a second ago and I made a note of it as we say goodbye tonight. Shout out to Denjax, loyal listener, lost their father. Sorry about that. And, we're all behind you. So appreciate everybody supporting her. Or I say her. I'm not sure. But Denjax is a listener, always tunes in.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that Denisha?
I don't know.
Oh. That's a new one, Chris. I haven't heard you mention a Denjack before.
If not here, Two Funny Mamas, but definitely recognize it. So thinking of you. And thanks to Danielle, Cicely, everybody else, Cheryl, Joy, Cheryl, everybody. B, great show. We're back next Tuesday.
Yes, we are. And Picasso's, make sure you really start honing in on your talents. Putting on your shirts, getting ready for St. Louis. Even if you ain't coming to St. Louis, put your shirt on and say your ass coming anyway. And be like, yo, I'm Picasso Janie. Make sure you join me in St. Louis for the kickback. Start getting your persona together. What do they call it when you have two personalities, Chris? Your alter ego. Alter ego. Yeah, get your alter ego together so we can start.
Put your second area code personality on.
Put your Vegas.
Call it cheat. Put your Cheat Lewis personality on.
There you go. Because we are going to have a good ass time. And I'm so excited with all the people that are registering. And every time I talk to somebody, they'd be like, oh, wait a minute, let me go look at it. 2 people registered today just for me talking shit and about it and how much I'm excited. And they were like, let me go look at it. Then they call back and said, girl, I'm in here registering right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, well, call me back. I'll walk you through it. We're still working out. No, we're not. This is our first year. I would say we had some kinks, but we don't. It's still a little confusing on how to do things, but this is our first time registering, having our own form. So be patient with us, but do look at it. Go in, check out what we're doing, feel around. If you have questions, then call me, email me, or whatever, and I can explain it to you. But for the most part, we moving right along, Chris.
Hit the music. Let's go. Great job, B. We're back next Tuesday, everybody. Be sure to share the stream. Tell somebody. Let's get the Picasso armies. Keep moving along. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Key for dancing at the beginning. Follow Two Funny Mamas and check out the new episode this week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Oh.